use our experience to help teach the younger guys, and it helps when we're out there because we all know even though Tyson's only was here last year, but like I feel like we've been here and we've been together so long, and we're just like so connected that just most of these things are just working out in our favor because we're listening to the coaching staff and we're just executing.
You've watched Joey obviously go through a lot here, and seeing plays being called up from one after another in a spot like this. I imagine it's pretty cool.
I'm happy for him. I was just saying this, like, I've been a big fan of Joey since he first got here. I love the way he plays, and I love his shot, and I'm just really happy that he's kind of flowing into his own. He's gonna make it a lot easier for everybody else on the team if he continues to look for his shot. And I mean, he's gonna knock him down, and if he doesn't, it's a bad night. He's gonna come back the next game, and he's gonna make some. So I'm really excited for him.
What about Tyson? I mean, I know he slipped on the aircraft carrier and had a couple shots tonight that wouldn't go down, but he kind of keeps coming and then puts it away in the second one.
I kept telling him, and I think a couple people on our team just kept telling him after he missed like the first one and then the second one didn't go in. I just kept telling him, I was like, bro, it's still time on the clock. Like, we can still make something happen. Just keep your head up. Like, let's execute. Let's make sure that we get the right thing and end up working out in our favor. So.
There was, at the end of regulation, it might be tough because of the two OTs, remembering each individual moment, but toward the end of regulation, there was a timeout with like 1:20 to go where they originally called the ball for Kentucky. It was being reviewed. You were in a huddle, and at the end of the huddle, they reversed the call and gave it to you guys. Had you guys prepared an offensive set for that? It ended up being a little curve for Joey. But.
Yeah, we had talked about it because we thought it was going to be our ball, and we didn't know for sure, but we talked about defense first, and then towards the end of it, we were like, hey, we need something in case it comes back to us. And then they were like, oh, it might just probably come back to us, so let's make sure we're ready. So coaching staff did good on that.
Malik, I apologize if this was asked already, but those two dunks that you had, what was going through your head at that point?
Yeah, of course.
At the end of those two.
Weren't for me. I just made the reads, honestly. It was great execution on behalf of my teammates, They made the right plays and they executed correctly, which allowed me just to be wide open. So it really was just simple for me.
Yeah.
On the full court one, when it was being drawn up on the sideline, it eventually was supposed to come to you, right? Probably.
Mine was. Yeah, so mine. It's actually mostly just to get Tyson downhill. I'm pretty sure just make sure that he can get downhill going at somebody, and then off of that, there's like a bunch of different reads that we make, and mine, I just happen to be the closest and probably the easiest for him.
So beforehand, you didn't necessarily premeditate this is going to be a play that'll come over for you?
I feel like if you're on the court, at any second you just got to think like, hey, like this ball comes my way, I got to be ready. And I'm pretty sure everybody on the court was thinking that, and it just happened to come my way.
You're really calm. What was it like in here after you guys won this game?
It was awesome. We were really excited. I wouldn't say we're too. I don't want us to get too high and too overly enthused about it. It's a great win. I want us to enjoy it, but we also have to keep stacking them. We got a hell of a schedule ahead of us. So.
You play defense on some small forwards that can shoot and drive. We haven't seen that from you. Yeah, you haven't had that assignment. You passed that assignment tonight. Would you agree? Were you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I think it's something that I definitely. I think I'm more focused on coming into the games. Offense, really, I'm trying not to focus on it as much because I know it's going to be a lot harder for me. Playing the 3 now, I pretty much guard 1 through 5 most games. When I switch to the 4, I'll switch 4-5s, and when I'm at the 3, I'll switch with Tyson and AJ. So it's really just kind of being able to know everybody and know everybody's tendencies and making sure that I'm ready mentally to be able to guard the point guard or the big man, whoever it is.
Malik, what do you think about